I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it is gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
Welcome to Sebastian Practice Sessions. We practice our motorcycle slow speed operation skills weekly here in Sebastian, Florida, using Robert Simmons' Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle 9 exercises, which contain invaluable road skills. Everyone is welcome regardless of skill level or riding experience. We narrate through the exercises so you can get a clear understanding of the intent of each exercise, our individual challenges with each one, and where we are looking to improve. We always have a great time, support each other, and get a little bit better every time we practice. We hope you enjoy this session, and we hope you pick up a useful nugget or two. Thanks for joining us.
We are at practice session number 50. We're all the way into the 60s now. It is 65, I believe. So practice session 65, and it's a Wednesday. It's burr chilly out this morning. And I wanted to talk a little bit about practicing and fear. Fear is a big motivator. It can motivate you to practice, and it can also motivate you not to practice. Hey, Will. And that's crazy, right? You'd think, how does it motivate some people to practice? Like me, I was terrified of my motorcycle, and I really didn't want to go out on the road and try and handle it and have a brain fart and not be able to stop it or turn it or do something technical on the road for the first time because I had no skills. So I wanted to get skills before I actually ventured out onto the road. So that fear motivated me to want to practice and want to learn how to command my bike and be in control of it. And then there's other people that fear prevents them from practicing. They don't want to drop their bike. They don't want to know what it feels like. They don't want to know what they would do in that situation. They don't want to know what causes it. They just want to be going straight, never make any turns, and hope for the best, I guess. I'm not really sure. So put in the comments, what would have you not want to practice? I get the not wanting to drop your bike thing. But is that the only reason that you would not practice? Is there something else that would cause you to not want to practice? Because fear is such a motivator for me to keep practicing, and I want to be able to handle any situation that comes out on the road. And I'm fearful of that still. I respect the size of the motorcycle, and I want to be able to handle it well. And I do want to put a plug in for that these exercises, when you do start practicing them, yes, it's foreign at first, especially if you've been riding for a while and you've never ridden any other way, and you are accustomed to the way you ride and you're familiar with it, even though you avoid situations and you may have that angst if something comes up that you're not really sure about. That's familiar enough to you that it's normal. But I do want to put a plug is if you can get over the initial foreign, confusing, scary feeling that you have when you first start these drills, and you keep practicing them, they're not as hard as you might think, and you will eventually gain control of your motorcycle, and you will eventually become the boss of your motorcycle, which is the whole point of it. And then the confidence and that anxiety goes, the confidence goes through the roof, the anxiety goes to the basement, and you're able to handle your bike. And the more you do it, the more you want to practice. So that's why I named my channel Fearless Motorcycling with Lori. Fear your motorcycle less so you can enjoy the experience of motorcycling more, right? And we practice with purpose so we can ride with confidence. And yeah, we fall at practice and we have tumbles and we drop our bikes and we get back up and we get back on them. And it's fun to know what you're going to do, to be prepared to drop your bike, to be prepared with, geez, you know what? I put my foot down. I can't take my feet off the boards when I drop my bike. My bike is designed to protect me if I keep my feet on the boards. It's not going to protect me if I don't. And our instinct is to put our feet down, right? So we want to and save the bike from falling, but you can just let the bike fall over and it will be perfectly fine. And those are the things that I want to encourage you to think about. Just think about them. Come on out and try doing some of these exercises, and don't just do it one time, because one time doesn't build muscle memory. Remember, we have to do things for like 28 days consistently in order to even build a habit. So if you want to build some skills and reduce your fear, like for real, reduce your fear, it's through practice, it's through repetition, it's through dropping your bike, it's through doing things incorrectly until you can do them correctly. It's through all of that to get to the point where it becomes muscle memory. So you can't just practice one time or every once in a while. It's got to be repetition, because then it becomes muscle memory and you start to lock these things in. And then when that happens on the road, you can handle yourself with confidence and poise. And that's what we're going for. And taking rides, you know, maybe your goal isn't to ride cross country or do big rides and long distance, but it sure is fun to be able to go across the country and go anywhere and not worry about what you're going to encounter. So give it some thought and put in the comments what you're thinking. And we want to tailor content that will meet your needs and help you be more fearless. So have a great day, and we're going to get started with practice. Exercise 1, smooth starts and smooth stops. Crooked.
So one of the objectives of this exercise is front wheel awareness. So we're focused on stopping that front tire right at the cone, because there are future Nice, Jeff, perfect. See how Jeff's RPMs stay all the way up until he stops. Listen to that. We're not coasting to the stop. It's called a friction brake stop. Really nice. Boy, he's really got that down. All right, little over the shot there. Good job, Jeff. Nice. Right at the cone. Boom. Will has the fundamentals. Working them down really well. Oh. Hey, Alex. Beautiful. Yep, good timing. Beautiful. So we talked about the focus being getting that front tire today on the perfect spot, level with the cone, practicing on front tire placement. With that said, if there's a time when I get to the cone, or any of us gets to the cone, and you're turning, then the teaching is to get it straightened out first, because you never stop with your front tire turned.
Exercise 2 is the slow ride.
No stop at the cone. Good job. All the way through. Not stopping, Jeff. Just slow riding it. Yep. No rear brake. Just on that rear brake just a little bit. Smooth stop. Smooth stop. Work on that. Nice. He's way off that rear brake. That's great. Yeah, good. Let clutch out. Right. Perfect. That's good. Smooth stop. Yep, beautiful.
Exercise 3, trust and believe.
Foot up! It's good.
Did I do it?
Try it again. Just maybe just a hair. Foot up! Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. Good, good, good. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. All right, foot up. Clutch up, clutch up. Nice. Really good, Jeff. That was really good. Simple for you, but just hold it up, then go. Foot up. Yes, yes, nice.
Foot up. Good one. Okay, left and right turns.
Okay, here's our turns, exercise 4. Again, the objective here for any new people who are unfamiliar with what we're
Getting
doing
better at these.
is these are straight up turns. We're not leaning at all. We're not using momentum at all. We're using the exercise, the lessons we learned in exercises 1, 2, and 3 to maintain the proper RPMs, the proper engine RPMs, the proper clutch friction point, and maybe a little drag on the rear brake, and that allows us to make that turn deliberately and slowly standing up. That's it. It's practicing mastering the slow speed maneuvering of the motorcycle. And the idea here is as if we were on dirt or sand or some really slippery surface, which would cause us to have a problem if we were to use a momentum or centrifugal force to go around the corner. So here we have Jeff, 4 of us practicing today. And Jeff is still having it's interesting because Jeff's having a hard time. This is 65. In 64, Jeff made his first, I think, left turn. But you know, that's how it goes. You get it one day, and then you sort of regress or forget what it is that you did. It's like golf or any other sport, any other athletic maneuver. It takes a little while to build that muscle memory. Once you get it, you got to keep it locked in. So we run each exercise. I record each exercise for 5 minutes. We do each for much longer than 5 minutes.
All right. Over the line. One more try.
Nice controlled movement there. We can talk about each maneuver. She's getting better at that. It's really just getting that friction point drilled. It's dexterity. It's just fine-tunement. The fundamentals of Jeff, he's just got to trust it. He's got to trust and believe it. He's just not able to turn those handlebars. If you have it held up just right with that friction point and the right RPMs, you got to trust that if you turn the wheel, it's not going to fall if you have, as we always say, sufficient power to the rear wheel.
Something's wrong with my knee.
Critically important to approach really slowly. You can't have too much speed, especially if you're going brakeless. I suspect Lori's brakeless on that one. You don't want to rely on speed, so you just got to go real slow coming into it. Jeff gets hooked up with his rear brake a little bit too much. But again, he's just unable to turn it and move straight on through the exercise. He'll get it. Lori focusing on the cones, but nice turn.
Just give it a try, yeah.
I suspect she's brakeless. Brakeless, we usually get a little far, a little wide on that turn for whatever reason.
Yeah, you're just walking it like you used to back in the day, right? So it's nice and easy. Still the same throttle because it's throttle and clutch. Good, good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's something. Yeah, it is jammed up. The thing is too, when you're doing that, just try to be conscious of. I'm telling you, you get your weight over to the right a little bit, it won't feel like it's gonna do that so fast. Which is why you don't want to cut that handlebars because it feels like it's gonna do this. That's what I think anyway. Anyway, give it a shot.
Beautiful. Beautiful turn by Lori, right down the middle.
There you go. Yeah.
Got it.
So that's much better with Jeff, that little walkthrough. I just wanted to have him see that what it feels like to turn the handlebars enough to make it through there.
Nice.
He's getting it. That's going to take reps. That's all. I think Jeff gets the fundamentals. It's just working through the fear. Look how slow that is. That is something else. That's really, really great. She can do that that slowly. I'm trying brakeless. I get a little wide in it.
I came into it with too much speed.
Much better in his rights.
Got it.
He missed that one, but I think he gets almost all of them in this practice session. It's a really nice job with his rights. It's just habits, just reps. So Laura gets a little quick launch here, and I think she's running on the close to the cone on the inside.
Sorry. Just a nudge.
I'll take that. I started well into the lane, just trying to work on the up level of that exercise a little bit. And that worked. If you get too far across the lane with our big bikes, not with Will's bike, you actually have to introduce some lean in order to make that. There, Will does a little trick. There it is.
There you go.
Something about those lefts, his arms just lock up.
From a stop, brakeless. Close. I felt the bump. I got it, honey. Makes me nervous when you do that.
I get this inside cone.
Head nose looks good.
He's got it.
All right.
Clutch looks good. Throttle's good. He's getting it.
Yeah, clear.
To get into the turn faster.
On the way over to
As usual, sometimes it seems like not much progress is happening there.
Right there. Right there. To your right. Past it. 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh, is this here?
Yeah.
No, that's a zip tie. Launch it, then bring it back.
There you go. Woohoo!
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, there you go, clear.
Did I hit it?
No, clear. Clear means clear. Clear.
Right.
Didn't hit it.
I heard no.
Oh, there you go, clear. Yep. Having trouble with the brakeless on the right.
Standing up. Now.
I think Robert's box is a little longer than this one, but still. Nice!
There you go.
Yes!
Woohoo! Good job.
Really good.
Too soon.
No, you're clear. You're clear. Clear.
I cleared it.
Clear. Cleared it.
Clear.
Ooh, look at him getting confident. He's feeling himself.
Yeah.
I like it. And once he gets to speed, he's got it. Drilled it. He hasn't missed one today.
I know, that's so good.
Introducing transition and leaning. We're working on starting wide and staying wide. Again, as we always say, this is not a cone weave as it would appear. People see the cones in a row and think it's a weave exercise. Really, it's more of a starting wide and staying wide and working on handlebar transition, head and eyes staying forward as that bike rocks underneath us and we're moving it right to left. It has a lot to do with obstacle avoidance. It's the same, the same principles. RPMs, clutch friction point, a little rear brake when you need it, in and out of that friction point when you need it. This, for me, is the exercise that requires more and quicker dexterity at the friction point. So just get in the flow. Sometimes I think we start these at 15, and then we'll move them into 12. 12 is, as I understand it, like motor officer distance. Love to hear what any viewers have to share with us regarding their exercise and how this particular single serpentine appeals to you. How does this strike you as a useful exercise, something that you would encounter on the road?
No, with that 15,
and something worth doing, something worth practicing. Do you incorporate this exercise into your practice routine?
doing these drills, and they're not so hard anymore. And I hated doing it with brakeless the first time.
Oh, I think I hit it. I did.
Yeah. Did not get wide on those.
We can move them into 12s.
That's good.
You go one more time, and then I'll move them in after you go.
I did not feel stable at all, but I did it with no brakes.
Here's Lori adjusting the distance between the cones to 12 feet. So honestly, it's not that much of a difference. It just demands a quicker transition. I'm still working on this using no brake.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I will.
So he starts in the middle.
It's just working on every other one, but
Go ahead.
try to snake around him like we're not steering. Ideally, it's like wide, dip, dip, zip. Yep. It's really learning hazard evasion is what this is, right? Yeah.
He's not leaning.
No, he's working on leaning it. Hey man, big progress today for him. Just every other, just work a little bit of lean every time. Woo. Even if he gets any lean. All right, so my 2 cents on this, Jeff, is when you're looking at this, it's a mind, you know what? Because you just did lefts and rights. All there is to this is forget about the lean. Just do that left and right. But do it twice. Just stay in it, right? Yeah, like do what you just did, but just hold it and bring it around. Right? The lean will come. I think that's a good mental thing to keep in mind because we can do it just like you can just do a creepy straight U-turn.
Video's running.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're teaching. We're talking.
Oh, okay.
Just on the chance that any viewers here would like to learn about the kind of the dialogue or the teaching process of U-turns, I thought I would leave that part in. Just a little chat with Jeff about the approach. So much of this motorcycle operation is mental, it's tactical, if you will. Like, what are we thinking? How do we? What are the techniques to make the motorcycle do what we want it to do? As you just saw Lori in the U-turn. Now we're introducing some level of speed. We're introducing some level of lean. So if we're going too slow, then we really can't achieve the lean that we're looking to achieve. We can see what Jeff's doing here. He's getting really close. In fact, I think he pulls that one off. He's just starting it too early. We correct this later on in the U-turn exercise drill in this practice session, I believe. And he begins to make the U-turns. So it's getting the head and eyes around. It's being comfortable leaning the motorcycle just a little bit. You can see I'm not leaning it horribly, just I'm dragging the boards or anything like that. But we got to get comfortable leaning it. That's where the number 5, the single serpentine, we start to lean and get used to leaning. 6 U-turns. We want to stay in the leaning.
I wanted to do just 2 lefts in a
get that
row
thing over a little bit and achieve the U-turn. Now, orange cone to orange cone, it's 27 feet. So we have 24 feet is about the average 2-lane country road. So and the little green cones there are 18 feet. So typically Lori and I are working on the 18 feet. Not necessary. We're just working on our skills. I'm showing Jeff here.
Like almost 18,
trying not to lean at all.
Like
almost straight up. You can almost do an 18-foot turn.
I mean, he can do the left turns. Yeah, he's stuck in it.
He doesn't want to turn the bars.
No. Yeah, you got to turn the handlebars. It's all right. He's working on it. He's taking his reps.
I just really believe that if he turned his head and eyes, it would make a difference.
Well, keep telling him.
It does for me. Brings the bike right around.
So usually we practice the first few U-turns. We roll straight through, and then we will stop, and then go straight through, and then we will stop before the turn and stop after the turn. Which is kind of the progression of the
Like
3 ways
right
that Robert has us doing the U-turn exercise.
Yeah, and also not use the rear. He's just crushing it. Wide on that one.
The key is getting that thing going early. Yep. If I can get that lean, I get those handlebars turned right away, typically I can usually get it to come around for the 18.
He's not even turning it as much as if he was making a left turn.
I know.
So it's just a head. Nice.
Did I knock over all those cones?
No, I must have.
There you go. Got it.
Still too early.
No.
See, look at him now. Yep.
Yep.
You know what we do? We make him a lane here, honey. Hold on. Make him a lane just like on the left turns.
He needs to come in this way too.
So here we decided to build Jeff a little bit of a lane here just to keep him to the right before he hits it.
Keep that friction.
And we have Will riding Lori's Road King. Unbelievable, this guy. He's never ridden that bike or any bike like it. He's knocking out 18-foot U-turns. Super impressive.
Don't make the turn until you get to the top. Just like the left turns. You're in the lane on the left turn. You're in the lane on the U-turn, right? You're in that lane, and then start your turn. You can do it straight up and down, no lean. You're just giving away all the real estate because you're starting the turn too early. Go ahead. If you got to stop, you got to stop. Don't worry about it. He's got it now. Watch him.
Yeah.
Watch him. Yeah, you got it. No problem.
Tell him to start more. Start more
There it
towards
is.
this cone.
Yep.
Friction on.
So it's just keeping along the right side of the cones long enough, and then, really snapping your head. So now he's angling up to the right, which is what we want him to do. Starts that turn.
Got it.
It's no problem. This is his weak side, too.
Come.
Think about what he was doing on left turns. He couldn't even do a left turn, like a 90-degree left turn. Now he's doing a U-turn. Same practice session. I mean, 30 minutes later.
You got it.
Yep.
So it's just a matter of this technique.
Yeah, I would take a couple of more reps. Just get the feel of it. Keep going, man. No rush.
Revs. Get your revs. Okay. There you go.
This kid.
There you go.
Yep.
Jeff's still hesitant to turn those handlebars. Yep.
That's good. Good that you did
Good.
that.
He had a good start. That whole first half of that was really good. He got that rigor mortis of the arms again about halfway through the U-turn and got stuck there. But he'll bring it around.
That's sick.
It's a little bit heavier than
No, that's all good.
the dual sport. That's all right.
You did. Okay, all right.
It's just too hard on the brake. Too much brake.
You know what?
Just
It's
did
so
another
much
left
more
turn.
rewarding when you see somebody who struggles with this stuff to get it figured out and
Either.
then get it to where he can do a U-turn every time. It's going to be so cool to see that. Yeah, Jeff continues to kind of struggle with that.
I'll put a
Right,
couple.
but he goes too straight, and he cuts off 4 or 5 feet.
Yes, I'm working on it. Yeah. Awesome.
Head up.
Awesome.
Head up.
Will is actually a fairly new rider to motorcycles. I think he started riding about the time that Lori did.
Beautiful.
Does it?
Beautiful. And,
Yeah.
So here's Jeff getting his U-turns. He's having the breakthroughs.
Yeah, nice. Yep.
Something about the rights, man, that are way better for him. I want him to get to that corner and snap it. If he understood that if you turn those handlebars quickly, you just gain so much ground on the U-turn. Hey, that's perfect. You know, he's getting, 24, 25 feet U-turns. That's awesome.
This is the brake. Well, home's gonna be in first gear. Okay, so how do you turn it on? See?
He's a little more speed,
Okay.
a little slow at the top. Yeah, looks good.
Don't have to do anything.
Here's a lorry on Will's dual sport. Look at that. The rules don't change.
The dirt bike ride. Yeah, nice. Yep.
It's kind of like an ATV. You let off the thing and it stops.
Oh, engine braking, yeah. You had a little more speed. Like when you run out of speed, you're like you're reading.
To keep it steady, because if you take it off a little bit,
There you go. Good speed, Jeff, at the beginning.
yeah.
And then he just about stops at the top. He's just got to maintain a consistent speed. That's just about as little lean as you can get and do a U-turn. Once he gets a little bit of lean, man, he's going to get that figured out.
Kind of a dual sport. You probably know the bikes, but it was a.
Come on.
Oh, there it goes again. Yep.
That's all right.
That's good that he just got away from it. Those cones can get slippery.
He's got it.
Nope, standing
Look at
it
the
up.
difference
Nice
between his
stuff.
rights and lefts. He gets it over a little too far again.
See, that's what it's supposed to do is turn off.
His rights are,
a good
it's
job.
really remarkable how much better his rights are than his lefts. But listen, whoever's watching, I'm sure you have a strong side as well. I know I do. Sometimes it's way, way better. Sometimes it's just a little bit better, but there's always a strong side. So we're taking what we learned in the U-turns and we're applying that and extending that, really. So we're just holding that U-turn in a series of right and left extended U-turns. So there's your U-turn, then you just hold it another 25 degrees or so and bring it around. So the key here is transitions, snapping those handlebars over,
My ribs are high.
practicing moving your weight,
Sun's fine.
getting that bike to take a left turn and now a right turn, and holding it. See, she's got to hold it right here and go to the side, not the corner.
There you go.
Nice. That's awesome. That is. There's
Here's Will on Lori's Road King,
one right over here.
trying the figure eights. He is not afraid to bring it
Yeah, man.
around.
Oh, it's
Here he
great.
goes. Check this out.
You see
You're
that?
not going to be able to pick that up.
He just did an ass around like that. It was funny.
He just gets it stuck in the low side of the turn here. It's kind of easy to do, but I think he does a pretty nice job. He could have kept his feet on the boards, but we're all still working on that. The cool part too is he takes right off and back into the exercise. Like he doesn't let it scare him or shy him away from doing it. He just gets right back into it.
He's counter sitting so well. Look at that.
Yeah.
Nice and smooth. Small inputs.
Now he's gonna have a
Will
tough
does a
time.
real nice job with that on Lori's Road King.
Clutch out, clutch out.
Just let the clutch out.
He is so good on
You
that.
know. You think
Snapping that head and eyes around, head and eyes, then handlebars. Right, comes around. Lori does a real nice job with this one. I'm forever working on my speed. Just trying to get more nimble on the bike.
Don't worry, I won't hit you.
Turning the handlebars quickly, as always. Some days are better than others. It seems a little clunky today. But we're doing our reps. We're getting our practice in. We're getting a little better every time. Offset double serpentine. This is just S turns, very smooth, ribbon-like S turns, all the way up and all the way back. Longer transitions, I should say longer turns. There's really never any straight lines in this exercise, which, as you look at the cones, you would think otherwise.
So we're looking for
But the
9.
drill
A little
is
bit
to
hard
not
see.
go from gate to gate. That is, the sets of cones you go through, call that a gate. We're not going from one gate to the next gate. We're taking
So it's out here.
like a comeback loop. So she's holding it, and then turning. So it's transition speed. Will is just having a ball with this.
That's hot.
He's trying to make it fun. Here we have a pedestrian in their car going by thinking, what in the world is this kid doing? So he's just goofing, having some fun, learning better control over his motorcycle.
wow. That's what he's trying to do.
Trying to get a wheelie. coming
Leaving a
out.
good portion of those knobby tires on the parking lot.
Oh, that was almost clean. That was great.
So again, this is a good angle for, watch her hold it now. She's holding it right now, then cuts it. So she's actually going away from the gate she's going through right there, and then she cuts it in. So that's the transition. Hold it, transition. So when you're going through the gate, you're going directly straight through the gate, not going through the gate at an angle. We'll see it again at this angle coming back. She kind of holds it right, then she makes the transition. Beautiful, right through the set of cones, right through the gate. Holding a nice transition. Yep, nice job.
Take some practice.
The repetition is just that. It's repetitive, man. We do this one at least once a week, weather permitting twice a week. So there's nothing new here, and that's on purpose. So the more we do this, the more it's going to just become second nature. I'd like to think to some extent it's second nature now. I'm going to try to up level a little bit and do a nice tight U-turn here. Still make the, I want to get that bike flipping around so it feels really nimble. I'm still working toward that end. I'm gonna hold it, and then I try to really whip those handlebars around. It may not look like I'm whipping it around, but compared to how it used to be, I'm certainly doing it a lot better. A lot better than I was. Now here's Will taking a run with Lori's Road King. See his body position? For any newer riders, look at his head and shoulders, where it is. See how it's leaning to the left when he takes a right turn? Now it's leaning to the right when he takes a left turn. Really important. I don't know where he gets that. He must be natural to an off-road rider. Dips it right in nicely, cutting it a little close to that inside cone, but really nice. He holds it okay. He could hold it a little more, but what a job. New rider.
That's awesome.
Final exercise of the day, as always, is exercise 9, the abominable snowman. Series of circles that get smaller. So again, same. You gotta have the RPMs up, the RPMs properly energized. Let's just say that they're not high. We're not screaming it. 1,800 RPMs, maybe 2,000. Clutch
awesome.
friction point working with the lean, and especially important is we practiced and called attention to in exercise 1, smooth starts and smooth stops, is a focus on the wheel placement. Really important where your tire is placed, especially when you get to the top of this 18-foot. You got to have your tires hugging the cones, and then commit to that lean, commit to that turn, and bring it around. Lori makes it look really easy. Takes a while. Took me a long time to figure out that 18.
Lots of room, lots of clearance there. Good. Lots of room, looking good.
Yeah, way inside the 18. Really, really good.
No, it's just this one here is not seem to be using the right spots. Oh, because there's one missing right here.
Lori is encouraging Will to try this with her Road King. He's not quite ready to try the Snowman with the Road King. I'm sure he could do it, he just doesn't think he could do it. Too early. Well, I struggle with these rights yet. I get it figured out eventually, but the problem always is,
At 11 o'clock over here.
in the fundamentals that Robert always says, where placement, hug 'em, commit. My wheel placement's not good. My wheel placement's not close enough. See, so I leave a little bit. That particular one, I didn't commit. I got to the 12 o'clock. I had good placement. Got to the 12 o'clock. I just did not commit.
There you go.
So placement's okay. Commit could be better. I just got to get it down. I may have made that one. I'm not really sure. But that one was close. See, I'm checking out a little too slow here because now you got to get into the clutch, and it's just now you got to get a little momentum. At least I do. It's just the right amount of speed getting into that turn, and just leaning it and being comfortable leaning it. Listen, we've been doing this a long time. I still get scared when I lean it, and you start to get to where those boards are touching. I don't know if scared's the right word, but you know that you don't have a lot more left after you start hitting the boards before you're going to start hitting the hard part of the board bracket, the parts that don't give. So way too early here. Again, my placement was no good.
You're going to really come into 3 o'clock here.
Got to know where that front tire is.
Great.
There's better placement.
Great.
Yeah. So that comes around.
Almost. This is the last one.
At my ability to do this, my skill level, I guess, I really have to get within inches on the beginning if I have hopes to complete the exercise.
Give it up a little at the top.
I don't know. Maybe other people on Ultras can drill that out much tighter. But I'm getting there, and I'm getting better.
There you go. Yeah.
Some Road King riders I've seen do 17s. Lori could probably do a 17 pretty easily.
Why do you think everyone rides those? Just because it doesn't have a fairing?
I just thought they were the same. I mean, clearly it could be done on a road glide or...
Again, just taking our reps. I can't stress enough how important it is to just find a parking lot, get some markers. I mean, these are the MSF Motorcycle Safety Foundation cones. I mean, I think we bought 100 of these things in a little box for, I don't know what it was, not a lot of money. I think it was under $100 for 100 of these things. I've also heard people using tennis balls that they've cut in half, and they just, they lay on the flat side on the pavement. Whatever it is, use a marker, but do these exercises. I hear people say, I go to the parking lot and practice, but I don't use cones. Well, I mean, what drills are you doing? You just going around the parking lot and doing circles and whatever. I mean, something's better than nothing. But it's really so much better if you have measured off exercises that progresses you through from the most fundamental to introducing some lean, to introducing some wheel placement, better clutch point friction control. I can't say enough about the brilliance of the progression of these exercises.
So we just finished practice session number 65. We had Jeff and Will here with us, and we had some fun. Will rode Pepper on a few of the exercises to get used to the Harley compared to his little on-road, off-road bike. And Jeff made huge progress on the right-hand U-turns. So he's really been working at that. He seems to be doing much better. And I'm trying to go faster on my double offsets, and the timing is just a little bit foreign to me, so I'm working on that. The Snowman was without incident today, so we did well on that. Everybody who did it, just Mike and myself did it, and we did well on it. And we are working on overcoming our inability to be fearful about dropping our bikes, and to also break that habit of putting our feet down when we feel that tip. We want to keep our feet on the boards the whole time, so that's work on that. And we are just looking forward to Saturday's practice, where there'll be some new people. And then on Sunday, I'm going down to West Palm to practice with the stilettos. They are doing a slow speed class down there with Edith. And this is the first one I've been able to do with her, so I'm excited about that. And we will check in later.
Well, thanks for joining us for another Sebastian practice session. We hope you were able to pick up something useful, either what to do, what not to do, or both. Join us for future practice sessions where we always have new people at every skill level joining us. There's always something new to learn, and where we get just a little bit better every time we practice. Thanks again.